Welcome. Sometimes people ask me, why do I do such silly things? Why do I do things on purpose? Why do you act silly? Why do you act stupid? Am I actually acting? What is my perception of the reality of the creation of the vlogging that I do? What am I actually doing and why do I do it? Is that the question? Or the most important question is, in what I do, regardless of how I present it, is what this channel is about that we declare? Isn't it more about truth and where the truth comes from the word of the gates divide? The word of the dividing gates. What is it, the dividing gates, that states that in a dash and not a zero, not to go around, but to go through the heavenly gates of the divide? And everything I stem from telling you, A and E, 1 and 5, which is in the same position, because in the 5 position, A is passing. What is in the whole? Passing through 8, everything that around that it creates. Everything around that it creates. Everything around that it creates. What does it create? I need to do this. What does it create? I lost myself in all of this. This is about GameStop. We stopped on this planet. We were born into these bodies. We have information saved in cells where this whole entire world, when you look outside, what do you think of? How in the world can I be moving on your screen? How does anything work? Where is energy? Where can you find the information from one of the smartest people in their domain telling us about something that exists? And then when I repeat what they say in another context, they go, oh no, that's impossible. But why is it possible that we can do it onto a screen, but the aether that everybody talks about that we live in, why can't it be the same thing? Magic, the extreme speed of which you cannot see the molecule, our cells. What do you call that? What do you call it? I gotta look it up. What are our cells called? What is all the parts of the body? What do you call it? What do you call it? Everything inside of you, the smallest thing, the atoms. Is it an atom? Is it an atom? What's in your body? What are the cells? Molecules. What's a molecule? What's made from a molecule? You know, and these are words that we created. So when we look at something, we go, uh-huh. I'll describe it to you. It's brown. But if you don't know what the word brown is, what is it going to count? Unless we had an exchange. We had an exchange of words from yeah. We had an exchange of the bartering system. We bartered with everything from the beginning of time, from just movement, and now we speak, and we created words to explain. So there was a start to this. Gates of Omega divide, game, okay, 1 and 7. And in games, 1 and 7 tell a story, and the first and the seventh letter. It's O1 and O7. It's not 16. 1 and 6 is 7. It's not 5 and 2, where 5 and 2 is 7. And it's not 3 and 4, where 3 and 4 is 7. Why am I not using a 7? Why would I not use, I have 1 and 6, 2 and 5, 3 and 4. That's where the cube would come from. Now, with the next 7 to 1 and 6, 3 and 4, you see, the next numbers to these, where's the next numbers to these? Okay, where is the next numbers? Do you see it? Well, in between 7 and 0 is 6 and 1, is 3, 2, and oh God. Can you hear me? Should I lower that a little bit? Okay, now maybe you can hear. Is that better? That music has got to go. Oh no, this is a go music. Come on. Follow the rhythm, follow the beat. So we have A, G. We also have M, E, which is 13 and 5, which actually is a 4. And if you want, we can go DC. The M is DC, the beginning of DC, which is the gateway. And that gateway is our magic cycle in the moon. That's exactly what it tells us right here. Now, if all zeros equal 6, that's going to tell us a different story. Okay. And this is what's in between. What's in between 7 and 1? Hold on a second. I'm a little lost. Yes, where did I get my 7 from? And here it is. So it's 0 and 7. I went 0 to 7. And then I went 5 over to 2. And then I went 3 over the 4. And the candlestick that's in between, okay, the candlestick that sits in between is 3 and 4. So they're getting sprayed first. If we were spraying, they would be here. They would be sprayed here. They would be sprayed here. And that would be sprayed over here, like the Christmas tree. And why I say this, don't forget, it could be this way, and it could be this way too. It could be telling a story. And what it means is if it's spraying this angle over here, it's spraying to this angle over here, spraying to this angle over here. And so the next level, the in-between angles, the next level in between the two angles is where the sprayer comes out, whatever it is. At the same time, you can look at it this way and think it's the corner of a building or the ribs or your backbone. Okay, you can look at it as the corner of a building. You see, this is one side of the building, and this is the other side of the building, and this is the corner over here. If you want to just fool around with it just a little bit, I seem to always ruin my paper. What I was setting up here, secrets of the big fish, and the reason I say that is because April 1st is the 91st day of the year. That's 4 times 91 equals 364. And if it's the leap year, it's 365, right? And it becomes the 92nd day in a leap year. All these things is because they have to match the program. All these things to match a program. The other thing I wanted to mention is that I'm just trying to think where I am. 91 times 24. 91 days times 24 hours equals to
2184. This times this, and you add it equals to 115. I'm just thinking because this is 1/4, and this is 2 to 1. And I'm just using the symbolization where 4 is half of 8, 1/4. Why is this 1/4? Because this is 1/4 of this. It's the resident angel. It's something to do with the cat and 5 and 9. And 5 and 9 is made from 21, and 9 is made from 41, and 41 is just two of these because it's this way and then it's this way. They're just joining, so you don't need to move the one. The one is in the center that joins them all. It connects to here, connects to here, here, and here. I connect to them all. I spread my legs, my arms. I am here, and my tail is over here. So I'm 1, 2, I'm 4, and 3. Or actually, I'm 4, 1, and 2 because I am the passage between. Where's my head and where's my tail? The beginning and the end. Something always around the corner. So where did I get this equation from? I'm looking for the equation. 2184, just looking for the equation. Yes, here it is. So I don't know where it is. Something popped up somewhere and said 144. Where's, oh yes, that's what it is. There's 1,440 minutes in a day, yet with the equation of 6 days equaling to 24 hours, I see the 144. Man was only born on the 6th day. He was born on the exact replica of the clock. 1440 for 1440. It was 10 to 1. The clock was 1,440 minutes in a day. The clock was 1,440 minutes in a day. And the week, 6 days. 24 times 6, 24 hours. So 24 H's equals to 144. So we're going to use that 144 and that 144, and we're going to use the 24, God's day of rest. Now we have to figure out the equation that sets on this. This is 212. This is 1/6. It becomes obviously 1/6, okay, because 24, 12, 06. And this one will be 1440, 720, 360, half and half. So that's how we break it down to our 360. There are 4 360s in 1,440 minutes in a day. So we're doing something 4 times a day. 1,440 minutes in a day. The other way to calculate this is 2 times 12, and then 2 times 720. 2 times 720 and 2 times 12 will give you 24 and 1440. So here you have 2 and 3, and here you have 2 and 9 and a star, because after that it'll turn into 2 and 6. And in roulette, it shows us the same thing, where over 2 and 6, it does this design. Does that design. Just this here, not the add-on that I did to it. Hold on a second. I got out of hand. I lost the primary thing we were talking about, but we're going to continue on this. 1 and 2 equals 3. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2. 7 and 2 equals 9, so I'm going 2 and 3. I'm not doing the multiple. If I did the multiple of the first one, it would come out of this piece over here. I would then be, this would turn out to number 5, and this would end up saying Earth. This would go to number 5. It'd be 5 and 2 Earth. It would create Q and 17, which will create 87, which will create the student of Mars. And I'm going to show you that equation if I can remember it. Student of Mars. I need to get 5 and 6. Wow, I talk too much. Just let me think. Yes. 2 times 1 equals 2. 2 plus 1 equals 3. That's my equation. This equals to 5. So the star over here will now be the star over here. And it'll be 2 times 5, 2 plus 5, equaling to 10, equaling to 0.7, equaling to 17. That 17 will now equal Q. Okay, then you go 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 equals to 7 equals to 8. That is your GH. That is your first replica. That is your first replica of F, GH, laugh. At the same time, when you add them up, it's a numeric value for 1/4 in time and Mars, and 56 when you multiply the star system math equals to 71, and you repeat Q again. You repeat Q that was created from the numeric value for Earth's heart. Sorry, did I ruin everything because of the light? Should I be putting this? Let me see. Just 1 second. Is the light okay? Just give me a second. Okay. So that's where Q comes back in, and that's the replica of what's going on. And your O, where did I get the O? The O, O, which also means water. Where did I come up with 56? I have to find that equation. Oh, it's right here. 56, okay, is the student, and it is the student of 21. And the reason it's a student of 21 is because here's 21. There's a replica on this dice. Everything stops at 4. Doesn't matter what you're going to do, everything stops at 4. And that's it. And with that 4, if you replicate 4, 5, and 6, or if you replicate 1, 2, and 3, you will end up with 4, 5, and 6. And you notice when you replica 1, 2, and 3, I want to show you something. There's 2 and there's 1, and both of them show up in 3, which is the reverse of 4. That's your 10. And then the 2 replicas of that is because the 6 and the 5, because there's a 4 in the 6 and a 4 in the 5. And the reason they replicate 1 and 2 is not because the 5 is opposite of the 2, and not because the 6, right? Not because the 6 is opposite of the 1. 6 is opposite of 1, represented by 2. 5 is opposite the 2, represented by 1. And the opposite of the 2 is 1 and 2, and the 1 and 2 are in here. The dividing life and the respective quarter life. 1 in the center makes the quarter life. This here splits it. This makes the half-life. Tells you it right here. I mean, tell me, I mean, I could be wrong by my diagnosis and my research, but this is what they actually say. So we did the 6 days and the 1 day. So now we have the, where's the 1440 again? And this one here also has to be, this one over here also has to be. Why? Oh, it's 1440. This one here becomes 14 and 9 equaling to 23. Okay, 1, 2, and 3 equals to 5. So these two numbers, 72, and these two numbers create the same numbers. 1 times 2, we're taking it from this, okay? 1 times 2 equals 2. 1 plus 2 equals 3. And 7 and 2 is the same thing. You remember? When 1, anytime you have 1, it means you have 10. Regardless, that's the way I play it. 0 and 1. Okay, there's a thing that happens with them. They seem to come together in some instances. 7 times 2, 14. 7 plus 2 equals to 9, equals to 23. 27, okay, 35, okay, also equals to 3 times 5 equals to 15. 3 plus 5 equals to 8. 8 and 15 also equals to number 23. See, this is 0, 8, this is 0, 9. This is where pi comes in. This is your beginning of your pi right here. And one is 3, 5, 5, 3, and these are going to tell you different stories. This is the only one you can find on the cube, Electric Company. This is part of the student moon, female creation, all kinds of stuff. Because of what it does, it's 101 away from 4. It's 42, 9 lives of the cat away from 7, 24, 42. It's 75, which connects to the moon, or 57. It's also 18, which is the resident angel. That's right. 35 and 18 creates 4. 8 and 5 is 13. 1 plus 3 equals 4. So this is your Venus, and you as you're the human, let's call it, number 18. And when number 18 comes in, we got all kinds of stuff coming in. I don't like the lighting on this. We got all kinds of stuff coming in when that comes in. Okay, that's better. That's better for everybody, right? Give me a second. Can you guys hear the music? Okay, hold on a second. So we had the 1440, so now we know that numbers 12, 35, and 27 all connect. Now, how do these numbers all connect? There's other stories too. This thing gets spread so wide, I sometimes get lost. So we had the 1440 minutes. Okay, now we have only the 24 minutes. What part of time is 24 minutes? 144.0 divided by 24 equals to 60. So it equals to 60. Hold on a second. Yes, 60 times this. So it's 1/60th. This is 1/60th. 1440. So what if I took it off? It would be, if I would minus this from this, I would get to, it would be 1440 minutes. I would get to 1416. I've seen this before. I don't know what it is. Well, actually, it's not with the 0. So it's taken it. So it goes to, actually, it goes to 120. I don't want to use this. It goes to 1440 minus that. It equals to 120. And that is relates to 1 to 15, everything between 1 and 15. And it relates to the game of pool. We can relate it to all the pool numbers and the pool colors and what it actually says. We can talk about where the 1 and the 9, the 2 and the 10, the 3 and the 11, the 4 and the 12. The 4 and the 12 is red, blue. And the 5 and the 13, which is ace, ocean. This one over here is red, yellow. And then the 6 and 14, right, which is the student. The student. Okay, because 1 and 4 equals to 5, the student. It also is going to relate to, I say the student, it's really the sun. I should just say the sun. Sorry about that. I'm going to say the sun. I'll tell you why I said the student after. Okay, hold on. The sun entity. And 1 and 4 over here creates 6 and 5. This creates 5 and 4. So now in this one here, it's a blue and yellow mixture. And the 7 ball, you see, and the reason I say this is because this is a purple ball and it takes these 2 colors to create it. This is an orange ball and it takes these 2 colors to create it. This is a green ball and it takes 2 colors to create it. So you mixed yellow and red and blue and red, and then you mix red and blue. So what is the entry point? Again, we don't need the 4 because we have established that red is with yellow. So we don't need the 1 or the 9 ball. So now we establish the blue and yellow are together. We don't need the 2 and the 10 ball. The 3 is the red ball. And we establish that red and blue are together to create the 4 ball. We establish that yellow and red are together, okay, which is the 1 and the 3 ball. The blue is the blue yellow is the 2 and the 1 ball, the female and the male, and the red and blue ball, red and blue coming out in purple is the 2 ball and the 3 ball. So even here, what we have mixed up is we mixed up 1 with 2 and 1 with 3. So now if 1 is with 2, we have it over here. If 3 is with 1, we have it over here. All we need to do is put these 2 together. So really all we need to do together in life is we need to have blue and red coming together. We have blue and red that come together. And living inside 3, okay, is yellow. And establishing that the total of these 2 is 5, which is orange, recreating the red and the yellow ball that comes out into creation. The 4 is well established that it's the 4 corners. It takes 3 to create your first 360 degrees, but the 4th one will now bring you around again. Now, the big question is, am I going on the outside, and then all the way down to the bottom here, then going through here, and then going on the inside? I don't know if I can make 203 60s in a day. I'm not sure. Once you add this one here, okay, this one here can go below. Both connected, anchored. They're both anchored here. One is anchored above, and the other one is anchored below. 2 small houses, and because the in-between is this, let me show you the in-between. The in-between is this. And then they established to put a cap on each side. So if we do this correctly, there we go. And we've connected it up to the star system. And the star system just give me a second. Oh, I need better pencils than this. These used to be fantastic pencils. Now they just break all the time, and I don't believe it's the sharpener. I really don't. Maybe it's not a good sharpener. It wiggles. Should it wiggle? Any professional sharpeners got people out there? Okay, so when you look at it, I'm not sure if you can see this. You see the M this way. You also see the heart. And when you do it the other way, I need 2 colors. I need another color. Okay. I don't know. Something doesn't seem right. I like to use good products. I have no time to lose. These are 2 different hearts, one on top of each other. We've done this before. And the star connects them in between. There's the diamonds here in between. And then all you have is L. And then all you have is L, LL. And then you install the diamond in between and you create the same on top. So LL is 1212. At the same time, if you want to recreate this, W is up here, M is down here. And you can just have two straight lines. We just have to extend the artwork and see what builds from within. When do we stop? Is there an end to this work? What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my God. It's just automatic. It's just automatic. So now you might come back to me and say, what did you do? Why did you do it? What are you doing? But no one's saying a word. So it's very hard for me to delve into something if I don't have, if I knew your vision and your question, maybe it'll help me unlock to show you, because I don't want to give any direction how it fits into this world. All I'm doing right now is I'm gold digging. I'm just looking for the gold. I don't know what the gold is good for. I don't know if it's going to make a bracelet. I don't know if it's good in a watch. I don't know if you can use it to, like uranium. I know it's pliable. I know Frosty the Snowman. No, not Frosty the Snowman, but Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I got paint in my mustache. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You know, silver and gold, S&G, the spirit and the gateway. But the gateway is man. The gateway is DC. CDC is that gateway, because that's what the numbers say. If you want to know and you don't know and you're interested to know, ask me. Because if I start telling you something you're not interested in, then what's the use? Because is it going to go? I mean, there are only 4 people here right now, right? So I can't wait for you to say, show me why or tell me why. But it would be nice. I need that push, because I've already said it 25 times in my videos. 777 creates CDC. 77 creates Christ. And Christ creates the female, the 360. Because in the female is 6 times 6, and that's through the city. And whose city do you go? Through the female city, before you end up in Interstate I-80. There's low bridges on the 66. I have to talk with the interstates. Everything has been duplicated. Everything has been duplicated. If you drop a mirror on the floor, you have bad luck for 7 years. Now, what is the actual phrase? For 7 years, you will not have a mirror of your thoughts. What does it mean to mirror something? To do like? To do like? Well, maybe if you have 7 years of bad luck, you'll never drop that mirror and you'll remember. And that's what your 7 years of bad luck is. You'll never forget what happened, and you'll pay attention. So in the next 7 years, it's going to bother you. And also the cells in your body, apparently, most cells rejuvenate themselves within 7 years. So maybe that's what they're trying to convey. So we went through this 24 where we came up with the pool, where I showed you the colors that I actually only need the 4, 5, and 6 ball. The 7 ball, if I understand it, how do you get that? How do you create? Hold on a second. What colors make up the color of the 7 ball in pool?
Here is information from Wikipedia.
Solid maroon. Well, that's what they say. How do I make the color solid maroon?
According to Live About, mixing maroon. Maroon is in the red color family but tends toward blue with a bit of brown in it. It can be made simply with a mixture of the primary colors, red, yellow, and blue in a certain ratio. Start with those 3 colors and experiment with different ratios.
Oh my God, I've been marooned on an island. Bring out that 7 ball. Bring out that 7 ball. It's number 56. 7 times 8. It's your first F. It's your first FO. OF. OF. Because of the OFQ. Q off. Q off, my friend. F off. Right? Because it's created by 1 times 7, 1 plus 7, which is created by 2 times 5, 2 plus 5, which 1 plus 1 equals to 2. And there's other ways to make it. And the other way to make 2 is 5 times 4 is your first original 2. You tell me where your first original 2 is. Help me out. Help me out. You have to create either 11 or 20. So your first 2 is the number 20. 2 plus 0 is 2. But I don't want to use the 0. I want to see where my first 2 is without the 0. So what multiplication? Yes. No. I need, what do I need to do? I need to create 11. I need to create 20. I need to create, yes. 2, 9. Your birth. One time it happens. One time it happens in February every 4th year. CDC, what is it bringing in? The birth. It's bringing in the birth into the 4 corners. Creation is 3. The 4-corner birth is 4. Born through the heart. So your first real number, because when you go to 20, right? 5 times 4 equals 20. 54 is a number, or 45. It'll create the foxhole in the sun, or the fox pass. And the word pass is numeric value 55, which creates 25 and 10. We did this in a video before, which equals to 35 plus 6 equals to 41. And we start over again. And I'm going to explain to you why mathematically. And this is all backwards to me, so I'm going to take my camera off. All zeros equal 6 because of what 5 does. 5 cuts everything in half. So if you had to run everything at between here's the center. Here's one side. Here's the other side. I don't like this light. Hold on a second. Here's one side and here's the other side. Hold on a second. So the halfway point is 3.5. This is Earth. This is electric company. Just hold on a second. I'm trying to figure out where I was starting on this. Y is 0 equal to 6. Oh, yes. I'm going to explain to you. So 2.5, okay, was, no, Y5, yes, 5 times 6 equals 3. 5 times 4 equals 20. This equals 30, but 2 plus 0 and 3 plus 0. So it equals 2 and equals 3. 2 is half of 4 and 3 is half of 6. Oh my God, I can't even see it. Wow, you couldn't see it. I have to adjust this. This is not good. Autofocus is terrible. This is not good. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Sorry about that. Hold on a second. Okay. Let me see my on to the book. Okay, let's try and do this. I hope you're not behind on me. So what I'm trying to show you is the reason why. If everything, don't forget, here's the field. We have 50 yards here and 50 yards here. Where are we actually playing? Are we playing 25 yards here and 25 yards here? And the fine line is over here. There's so many ways to describe why 0 equals to 6. It's very hard to explain. It's just that the maximum you can have is 5. Everything counts down from 5. I don't know how to explain that. Because 5 times anything will be half. Right? You went down. If I go 4 times 6 equals to 24. Okay? That equals to 6. It's above it. 3 times 6 equals to 18, which equals to 9. That's above it. 2 times 6 equals to 12, equals to 3. See, that one becomes half. So no, I'm not explaining it properly. Anyways, just know that 5 cuts everything in half equally to the number it's multiplied. No other number can do it. One of the things I spoke about 6, I did 5 and 6. okay, is because 6 includes the one spirit. 6 includes the 3. 2 is included in this. 2 is included in this. This is all A, B, C in 1. And because 0 equals 6 becomes 39, it becomes your birth. So your 5 to what you're creating in 6 now becomes 5 to 9, 6 and 9 rotation. But one of the other reasons, 0 equals to the 15th letter, and that is a 0. And the reverse of it, 0 equals to the 12th letter reverse, and that is 6 and 3. That is your female creation. 6 and 6 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3, and they keep converting. But I've just worked that on one side, it's 6. And on the other side, okay, on one side to start off, either you start off at 1 or you start off at 6. But since 1 is inside the 5, okay, and 2 is inside the 6, we only have these two numbers to work with. And this will create this over here. 5 times 6 equals to 30. 5 plus 6 equals to 11, plus 30 equals to 41. This numeric value, okay, 5 times 2, okay, sorry, no, this is 55. Oh, yeah, pass, 55. 5 times 5, 5 plus 5 equals 10 equals 25, okay? Because you had a 0, that 35 gets a 6, we have 41. So now your 55 and 56 equal to the same thing because of what 0 does. 0 is all around 1. 1 is played and reflected in number 6 because if you're going to have a head and a tail, you're going to have a head over and a tail over here. 1 plays its role in 6 because number 5 is included in 6. 6 and 5. The only two, 5 times 6. Okay, and anyways, that was all to say we're talking about maroon. How do you get maroon, red, yellow, and blue? 27, 92, and 40. 9, 2, and 1. 1 and 2 will always come together. 1 is inside of 9. All we're going to be left with is 2 and 9. All we're going to be left with is red and yellow. What is happening to blue? I want to know why blue goes away because of its last number over here. This becomes 46, by the way. Now, since it becomes 1, if I extend its star system value, because 1 is nowhere, we would have to go to 24 and 10, equaling to 34. So it would be number 1 would be in DC. And there's missing a 0, so we'd have to add on right over here the 0. It become 40, become 46, and it would keep repeating DC, DC, DC as it rotates around. And this is twice the value of an equation we did prior, which is 23. Do you remember number 23? It's half of this. Gilligan's Island, maroon. What a maroon. The expression, what a maroon, what a maroon. Things that blue say, okay? Things that yellow say. Things that red say. Oh, it's like we're playing Jeopardy here, right? Is it like we're playing Jeopardy? No, music's not gone. Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%, yes, you hit the nail on the head. We're streaming, and we're way behind. 4 is the oddball out. Oddball out makes total sense because everything plays through 5 and 6. Does it make any sense? I know it makes sense what I'm talking about. I just don't like that I'm so messy. So messy. What was I talking about before? I was talking about the big fish, April Fools, adding up 1 to 13 equals 91. Adding up 1 through 12 equals to 78. And that number 78 that we were talking about before is what creates 65. And 12 is the female. 1 through 12 equals to 78. And that 78, how is the 78 created? Oh, yeah, 78 is created by number 17, which is created through Earth. 1 and 2, 12. Okay, when you have 1 through 12, 1 and 2 equals to 3. So now all of a sudden you've turned female into male. At the same time, beta creation. Always have to understand that 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, and that becomes the energy. And the energy is not neither female nor male. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, 2 and 3. The male and the female, 2 and 3. See, it's 1 and 2, the male and the female. But when you put the spirit in, you become the nature and the spirit that is of the nature. All you have to do is connect the rest of the system up. I'm thinking. Even with this 0 over here, I can't have number 3. You can't have 3. You can have 6, but you can't have 3 because it's already living right here, 3. 3 lives in here, 4 lives in here, 1 lives in here, and 2 lives in here. This is all of everything in 1. And 5 times 5 is 25, and this becomes Earth. Why do I say that? Because there's a total area here of 45. There's 9 dots, which you don't see, because just a blank space on each side has a possibility of putting 9 dots. So when you add 1 through 9, it's 45. There's 4 void and 5 here. There's 5 dots and 4 void. 9 times 6, 9 times 5. Your 1020 is located in here. Why? Because if this center dot is used for this line, that's your 10. If your center dot is used for this line, that's your 10. Because it's used twice, it becomes 5 and 5. That's your 10. That becomes your 10, and the crisscross 4 corners are your 20. 10, 20. What is the total of this? When you add them up, it's 20 plus 5, it's 25. So when I said 10, 20 for 30, okay, the total is 20 plus 5. 20 plus 5, 2 and 5. We spoke about number 29 being your first actual 2, because this will change to an 8. So it'll be 2, 8, 2 over here. And this becomes your birth, and this is your extra day in February. And when the extra day comes in February, makes the 60th day. April 1st becomes the 92nd day instead of the 91st day. So we did the thing with Maroon and Pool, and Gilligan's Island was marooned on an island. And the number 7 is the 7 ball and the 15 ball, which creates, the 15 ball will create 5 and 6, the student. The 7 ball would be 5, 6, and 7. 7 represents 5 and 6 again, the student. Yo 11, the 7th gateway. The 7 ball and the 15 ball, if you multiply it, 105, the hand of God, or Mars. I'm just trying to think. 15 and 7 is 22, and 22 is the 15 is O, and the 7 is G, and it's go. It's go. It says go. And that go, and when you add them up, 15 and 07 becomes 60, becomes 82. Go through the heavens of Venus. I guess that's it. And I want to thank you for watching this video. Hello, Jujus LP. I just saw it. Can you give me a free Nintendo? Can you give me a free Nintendo shop cart? I don't understand. I don't understand. What's a free Nintendo shop cart? Julius LP. Robin Ledford. Who is Jujus LP? How come people don't use like their real names? Like my name is Jack. I'm a plugin, and that's why I'm in your den right now. Juju, what in the world is a Nintendo E? Or you want me to describe it in numbers? What do you want me to do with it? Listen, Juju, I'll make you a deal. Make you a deal. Get me 1 million subscribers. Get me a million subscribers on my channel to watch me for 30 days, and I'll buy you that Nintendo shop cart. But you got to get me 1 million views, okay, in the next 30 days, and I will do that for you. That'll be pretty simple. I'll let the rest go. Anyways, any questions out here, Robin? I know I'm missing a few people. 1 HR is half-lives, 2 HR whole. And do you know what's funny about that when you say 1 HR, home run? I mean, I can keep going on. I get lost in some of my stuff, and I'm not sure who's keeping up. 4 balls. Odd man out. The 1 and the 2, and there is no 3. You can't make a 3. Oh, maybe you could. Yes, you're absolutely right. Odd man out, because if I should create a 4, well, I'm replicating these here, but I'm putting these two together. Now, if I make a 4, I'm adding this one again, and I'd be adding this one twice. Here I added this one once and this one once to here. Now, if I did this again, I'd have to put 1 here and 1 here, and that'd be like putting 1 here and 1 here. So 3 goes together, and then there's 4, the odd man out. I'm wondering what would happen if we connect these together. Anyways, I showed you an image on the floor yesterday, and it's telling me a little bit about the caps that we wear. And we wear a cap and we pass under like this. So imagine your head is passing under a complete electrical system, and the system starts here. You don't want the system to start here. They overlap, so you can never miss. Anyways, whatever. Okay. You can do it, JJ. Okay, Robin, take care. Have a good night. I'm not sure who else is here. I might be back a little bit later. Let's say at 8:30. Ciao. Painting the wall. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet, but painting that wall, that's my first stretch. I might cut it into more bricks, but that's what I did. That's it. Ciao.